Hello everyone, happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me for a craft night with friends. My name is Alyssa Thomas from Penguin and Fish, where we make cute embroidery kits for beginners. And I'm here every weeknight, Monday through Friday at 8:30 p.m. Central Time, and it's a time that we can relax and craft together. So thanks again for joining me. Tonight we are working on, I'll show you in a sec, I don't want to pick it up, but we're working on a pillow version of my Nest and Tweet quilt. So this is, it's a PDF and a paper pattern available in the shop, and it also comes free with this month's Embroidery of the Month, the chickens. And we are turning it into a pillow. I'm hoping to get pretty much as far as I can get, well, obviously today, but I want to get like the whole thing kind of laid out and sewn down. Today we won't do the final sewing of the applique, but they'll be fused at least, and I won't get the back of the pillow done today, but I want to get like the whole motif kind of done. So that is the plan. I will be out for the rest of the week, and Monday I'll be visiting with family, and then I will be back on Tuesday again. And YouTube, it looks like your chat is being weird, so I'm gonna reset that, but it might still be weird. But anyway, so I'm gonna flip the camera around and we'll get going on this. Alright, so here's where we left off. We got our cute little cardinal in the middle. So this is not actually fused yet. It is just stuck down because we're using that Steam-A-Seam 2, which is sticky on both sides like a sticker. So this is the fusible web. It is the fusible web that's going to hold the fabric onto our background fabric, but it's got the extra bonus of it being sticky on both sides. So we'll be able to do that here. I need to reset YouTube a sec here, so bear with me. Oh, it just wants me to log in again. Jerk butt, hold on. Okay. There we go, I think. There, okay, I can see you guys now. I can see your comments again. So, all right, so here's where we left off. The first thing I'm going to do, we're going to use this for the nest tonight, but that is not quite yet. The first thing I'm going to do is sketch out where I want the branches and the nest. So I got my water-soluble marker here. I'm going to try and speed through this as fast as we can today because I want to get as far as possible. So I am doing another special. I'm going to do the free mystery gift again tonight. So any purchase over $20 in the shop will get a free mystery gift. Just a special for you guys live who are live right now. So during the live, it's $20 or more and get a free mystery gift in the shop. All right, so I'm going to draw kind of like a bean shape of where I want the nest, and I kind of want it kind of off center, like he's perched in it. So this doesn't have to be perfect. We'll be getting rid of this afterwards. That's kind of a nice size. I don't know if you guys can quite see that. I can see it just fine. It is blue on blue, which maybe makes it a little difficult to see, but I think it's going to be good enough for our purposes. So I think that looks pretty good. Kind of small. It's actually about the same size as him. So what we're doing here is just drawing the shape of the line, and then I will later, once we get to the nest, I'll just be sewing, I will be couching these little pieces of yarn on, and I'm just going to go from one side to the other, and I will snip the ends, or I'll just start sewing and end sewing at the bean shape, and I'll cut the ends off, and then I'll just do like a bunch, all different spots, and then it'll look like a nest. So that's that, and then I also want to put the branches, so we have these branches that kind of swoop up. We're definitely not going to do as many in the quilt because we are in a smaller area, so I just want to do a couple, and we only have like 9 leaves here too. So I want to keep in mind that I need room for leaves, and I don't want it too close to my edges because it's going to wrap around the quilt a little bit. Linda says, you had that sewing foot that you could feed the yarn from the front. Is that the machine you're using? No. So the problem is, we'll get to that. I am just going to be using a straight stitch on my sewing machine. I would recommend a zigzag stitch, but I can't do a zigzag stitch on this machine, and it's not the machine with that extra feed where I can put like yarn and bulky stuff through. So we're going to see how it goes. That's the machine that doesn't have a working feed dogs right now. Oh, Amy says the variegation in that yarn is perfect. I think it's going to be great, and I actually have some other ones that have like some texture in that I might try as well. Just a whole bunch from a project from a while back. All right, so I want to put in these lines, and kind of the bird is centered, so I kind of off-centered the nest, like the bean that will be the nest. So I think I kind of want maybe a bigger branch on this side, and then maybe a smaller branch on this side, and maybe this branch kind of swoops up so it looks like the nest. So it looks like the nest is sitting in it, maybe. And I think I want it to kind of, oh, it could kind of come from, let's do that. So I'm going to kind of divide this bottom into thirds, and I'll just start, and this is water soluble, so whatever I do here will go away. So I'm going to just kind of have a line that swoops up here a little bit, and that's going to be, let's even start from here. This is going to be my branch. And you're just kind of making some S shapes that are really, really subtle. Ooh, and I'm going a little far over, and just kind of what feels right. It doesn't have to be perfect for sure. But there we go. So we kind of have one swooping line come up. And now this one I want to kind of come around. So almost like it's holding that in a little bit. And we can always adjust these. So I'm just going to kind of make a swooping line. I'm making them kind of close to the bird just because I'm trying to avoid those outside edges. So let's have this one maybe come to here. Kind of like he's making a little nook. He made a little nook in the middle there to make his nest. All right. So I kind of got like a swoop up like that. I think that's kind of cool. We could do another one that kind of comes here. Why don't we do that? It feels like it needs just something else here. So I'm just going to kind of do a little swoop like that. All right, so now we got like 3 going. So what I want to do next is imagine that these branches are actually there, and I want to fuse down all of our leaves. So if I'm just going to start laying leaves like kind of where my lines end, and start to see what it looks like. And then I can like putting the leaves as if they're on branches here. And so they're not so close to the edge, and just see what we come up with. Let's see where they end up, and then I'll start rearranging them. So let's get some on this branch over here. So I'm just literally plopping them down on my fake branches. Okay, I think I need one here, so let's just steal one. Let's put this guy here for now. So they could be like right next to each other like this. I'm kind of offsetting them, just however you want. So my branches are going to be a little bulky, so I could have it a little further apart and we'd be okay. Maybe I want this down lower. There, then it's almost like he's looking at that branch. Maybe this branch is a little smaller. I'm just going to push it a little bit away from the edge. Maybe, yeah, I think like that. Okay, I think that's all right as far as positioning. I do want to leave like again, I want to imagine at least a 1/2 inch for the branch. So I'm gonna, if I'm a little further away, that's fine. I think this is actually kind of pretty. Let's see if I want to rearrange any of these at all. I kind of like the one with the strawberries to be kind of upright. That is almost like he's looking at the little strawberries in the tree. This one feels special. I kind of want, maybe I want that one here. Yeah. Okay, I mean, I kind of like it just like that. I like that these 2 purple ones are far away from each other. I think that's kind of cool. I'm going to just go with it, you guys. That's what's kind of fun with this. It's just going to work no matter what. What I do want to do, though, is when I place these down, I do want to remember that I want to leave a bit for the stem. So I am going to kind of put them a little further away off the stem, like so. Okay, so someone on YouTube told me that I could actually, instead of making a cross in the back here, I could actually just fold the fabric a little bit. Oh, that kind of worked. And then the back paper will just pop off. Like, what? Look at that. It just popped off. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that was a tip from someone who watched last night's replay on YouTube. And that worked so well instead of doing the little cross in it. All right, so these stick, remember, because I'm using that steam seam. So if I need to like replace these a little bit, I can lift it up and put it back. But I think I kind of like where they are. Okay, so I'm going to try that again. I just folded it like a little bit near the end, and the paper should pop up off the back a little bit. Yeah, and that seems to be working. Okay, that is so much faster than it was going earlier. These leaves are going to wrap around to the back a little bit, but that's okay. Okay, this is much faster. Oh, awesome. This is so much faster than doing that cross in the middle. Okay, excellent. That makes me super duper happy because this is the part that takes forever. So I'm just kind of folding it one way and back, and look, it just totally comes off. All right, so now these ones I want to make sure that I'm a little far away from the line. So I'm going to fuse all these down, and then I think we'll do the branches first, and then I'm going to come and do the nest last. So I got my, oh no I don't, let's get the iron heated up. Are the branches embroidery or fabric? It is going to be fabric. Okay, so now this one I want to make sure that I'm not too close to the edge of the fabric. I mean, it is going to wrap around, but that's okay. Oh my god. This is a game changer. I know it sounds so silly, but like, it can get so annoying to make those crosses in the backs of these. And, you know, I am putting a little crease in them, but I'm going to be ironing that out right away when I fuse it, so I'm not worried about that. Okay, I think you can go right there. I like that fabric. It's just kind of releasing it. There we go. Ooh, get that fuzzle out from underneath there. So I have not actually fused the cardinal yet either, so we'll get that fused right away. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, one more. Oh, look, that popped off right away. I just didn't grab it. Come on, there we go. All right, and I think let's go in a little. Maybe like right there? Yeah. All right, I think that looks super cute actually. I know it doesn't look like much yet, but once we get these branches in, it's gonna be so nice. All right, garbage. All right, so let's get my pressing mat. So we're gonna have to do this little by little. And again, if I didn't have that sticky version, I would have done this with my mat underneath already. But I know I have that sticker on the back of this with the steam-a-seam 2 fusible, so it just stays. Hi, thank you so much for the gifts in my package. Oh yay, can't thank you enough. Oh, I appreciate that so much, Callie. Awesome, yeah, and you guys, we are doing that same deal today. Get $20 or more from the shop, and I will send you a free mystery gift. No code necessary. I will just plop it in your order. Okay, I think let's start with the cardinal or the bird. I don't think I need to move anything with that. I like it where it is. It seems flat on there, so I'm just going to start there. Let's give her a fuse. I am going to actually sew around these edges as well, but I will not get to that tonight, I don't think. just because this is all going to take some time yet. So the nice thing is I can fuse all of this all at once. Like, we got a bunch of layers here. That probably needs to be pressed again, but I'm just going to kind of go around and do these leaves. I'm so happy with that tip of just bending the fabric to get that paper off the back. That's always such a huge pain. So I do probably, you know, need to fuse these for a little bit longer. But even if they don't fuse all the way, I'll be sewing them down, so I'm not too concerned. I think this is looking so freaking cute, and I'm so happy that I used up scraps. Oops, get back down there. I'm just loving these little in the middle projects. So again, this is the pattern. This is the nest and tweet pattern. You know, I have a full quilt where we do this technique, and it is the freebie with the chicken embroidery kit for the rest of the month here. So it's just available with the kit, not the PDF or the fabric only, but I will plop one of those in your order this month yet for the kit. But yeah, this is a quilt design from like years ago, but we've never made it here, and it just seemed to fit with the chickens a little bit, so I'm like, why not? And then we can do this little demo. And I'm so excited for this pillow. And I have all those 4 pillows that I talked about that I found when I cleaned my craft area in the basement. And they're horrible pillows, and this is going to be a cover for one of them, which is going to make me very happy. So I don't have to see these ugly black pillows anymore. I'm not sure I'm getting these completely fused down. That actually seems fused. I think we're good. I can always come back and fuse it more, so I think we're fine. All right, so next up, so in theory, what I could do now is sew around the edges on these, but I'm going to just, for the sake of time, I'm going to just like leave that till the end, even though that might be a little bit difficult once I have my stems in here, but I'm going to do it that way anyway. So let's do the stems. So for the stems, that is actually going to be strips of fabric that I'm going to couch, basically the same way that I'm going to do the nest here with yarn. So I'm going to do it with this fabric here. This is also going to be the back fabric, so it's kind of like a little duller blue with all this fun stuff happening. So all I'm going to do, let's see if this works. I'm going to just rip a strip out of here. And I think we got kind of an edge here. I'm going to just start with one strip, and we'll see how that goes. So let's just... First, I'm going to get rid of the selvage. That can be my little practice. So I'm just going to cut like an inch into the fabric here, and I'm just going to tear it. I kind of want these rough edges, because this is going to look... We want this kind of rough, like a tree branch almost. So this you can just use scraps as well. I could actually use this white, the selvage, but I don't really want that white color, so I'm going to just scrap that. And I'm going to just start with one, and we'll see how far that gets us. I might need to do another one. But I'm not going to make these. I'm going to probably... Let's do this like, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch. It doesn't have to be perfect. Maybe more like an inch. Yeah, I'm going about an inch. And let's tear that. Oop, jeez. Okay. So let's shush that to the side. I can always get more. So all we're going to do is I'm basically going to take this strip and I'm going to kind of just scrunch it all up, and I am going to just sew on the top of it. And maybe I twist it a little bit so some of my frayed edges come out and some of this back. And I'm going to just follow the line that I drew and sew that on. So I'm not going to pin it down or anything, but I think that's going to look really cute. I did kind of make it a little thin, but I kind of like that. Yeah, so normally I would want to use a zigzag stitch for this, but again, I don't have I don't have a zigzag stitch on my machine, so we're going to just use a straight stitch. And actually, let me just see. I can probably tell already if I need a second. I think I do need a second strip. So this is going to go to here. All right, and then I need a little bit for right here. I'll probably do this branch first. Okay. Yeah, I definitely do need another bit, so I'm going to just pull another piece off right away. And then I'm going about the same width, about an inch I think is what I did. Yeah, so this one I'll save for that long one. We'll do that one last. And we'll start with this little shorty piece here, so that'll be like our test piece. Okay. So to the machine. All right, and I'm going to rotate you guys to the machine a little bit. Okay. So I don't need this guy. So I'm going to just take that off. Oh, I have different colors of bobbin thread and top thread. I think I do have enough bobbin. I did check. I just didn't want to wind a whole nother bobbin, and I couldn't find this color orange, so I'm using my brightest color orange that I have, and that's just fine. All right, so I'm going to start. I'm just going to bring this whole thing into my machine. I'm going to get my threads out this way. So like I said, I hope this works with just the straight stitch. Let's get all this positioned first. Okay, so I think you can see a little bit better now. Here's my line. And I am going to just find my bottom thread. So I'm starting here. I'm going to just bunch this up a little bit. Maybe just kind of fold it in half. Maybe not even. And we'll have it right there. I'm gonna just, I'll still do a little back tack here, just to kind of knot that in place. Ooh, it's gonna look so pretty with this orange thread. And I'm just gonna kind of give it a little twist in there. Ooh, that's pretty, let's do that. Ooh, I'm gonna get my stiletto to help me out a little bit. And all I'm doing is following that line underneath, and I'm gonna go right to here, and then I'll trim it off. So just rotating. So the idea is I do want this bunchy and rotatey and just like rough, giving it some texture. And I think that's it right there. I'm going to reverse again, just to tack it down. Ooh, that was a good first test. I like it. All right. I'm going to get that off the machine. Okay, so now all I'm going to do is, ooh, I'm caught. Fuzzles, you're going to have fuzzles everywhere because you tore the fabric. But, all right, so see how bunchy and stuff that is? That's exactly what I want. And I'm going to trim it right at the end here. We're going to cover up this end with the next branch. So there we go. And let's just get rid of these threads while I'm here. Oh my gosh, I can't grab onto them. There we go. Cute! Okay, that texture is so good. So you can see up close, it's just sort of flopped on there. That's exactly what I want. Really kind of rough. And, you know, this is on enough. You could go over again if you wanted. And, you know, I would, if I could, use a zigzag stitch, but I don't got a zigzag stitch right now. All right, so I'm going to do the same thing starting here. I'm going to use the same piece of fabric, and then we got the one more this way. And then you know what? After this, we're going to do the exact same thing with the nest. I'm going to just crisscross over my little like bean that I drew on here. All right, so getting up there, I think we'll come from the inside and go out. All right. So same thing, I'm just gonna kind of twist and rotate my branch a little as I go, just to give it that texture. Like maybe it gets skinny and I open it up a little bit, and all these extra little threads and stuff. Where did this come from? Ugh. All these spare little bits I can always trim off later, or just leave it. That adds texture too. Okay. Alright, I'm going to do my back tack. Dang, this machine is so smooth. I feel like we haven't stitched with it in a long time. It just runs so softly and nicely. Alright, I do like the idea of this kind of getting wider. Let's open it up a little bit. Maybe we add a little twist in there. All that fun texture. And I just keep checking back at my line here. And I do kind of want it to hit these leaves as they come down. If it's not perfect, that's fine. It doesn't need to, like if I lift up this flap and I can see the tip of the leaf, that's fine. All right, I'm just keeping on checking that I'm following my branch line. And just squishing and rotating. That looks good. So again, use a zigzag if you want. Actually, this straight stitch is working just fine for me right now. I do want to see more of the branch though. More of the... Ooh, actually I can kind of tuck in this other branch. There, let's do that. Ugh, this is fun. This would be fun to do a whole quilt just with, like a whole big, like queen-size quilt with just a whole bunch of squiggly lines like this. That'd be kind of fun. Textured lines. All right, and I'm going right off the page here. Oh, this is cute. There we go. Let's add a little back tack. All right. You are done. This goes so quickly, too. All right. So we can trim off the end there. That'll be sewn into our edge. So now this piece was not long enough, so I'm going to just toss that. And we just have one more to go, but look how fun that is, and that's all attached. We're good. But yeah, see, I can see that. That's actually going to be nice because that'll help me. I'll be able to still applique that on really easily. All right, last up, let's get the one at the top. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty though. And I can see it a little bit more. I was a little worried about that this fabric was too close to this fabric for the branches, but the texture adds a ton, and the color's just a little bit darker, and the motif in there just brings together these leaves. I am liking my fabric choices today. That's always exciting. Fabric couched, exactly. All right, so now this one, let's start up here at the leaf again. And same deal, I'm just kind of coming all the way down here. Ugh, love it. All right, sewing machine. Get all these threads out of my way. It looks really pretty with this bright orange thread too, I think. So I'm going to outline all these leaves with this bright orange thread too, so that'll give it a nice little extra bit of texture too. All right, I'm just rotating a little bit here. Add a couple little twists. All right, maybe I want it to get a little wider here. So I just got to keep checking that I'm getting on my line, and I want to get close to these leaves too. Still like these twists though. It just looks so branchy, I think. I'm just thinking there's opportunity to do something else with this technique. It's just really fun, and I think it's adding a ton to this piece. I'm trying to get a little bit more interesting twist in here. There, let's do that. Let's have it twist up again. So now I got the brain flowing. I want to do more with this technique. Okay, last little twist. And I'm having it kind of come to an end at the same spot as the last one. Almost like it's like part of the same branch. All right. There we are. Oops. Pretty. Okay. So let's trim that bottom. That's good. All right, and trim the top a little bit. I kind of almost feel like we could put more branches in here, but I don't know. Let me think about that for a sec. I don't have any more leaves, so we can't have any more leaves. Nolene says freeform, textural, love it. Exactly, it's super freeform and textural. I even kind of like all these little fuzzles. And you know, if I wash this, that's just going to even get more and more fuzzles. But this really adds so much texture. Gosh, I almost want like branches coming off here and like here, like they're going off the page a little bit. But I think we'll let it be. You know, we can test it a little bit. I think a lot of this is going to go off the edge. Here's the pillow that it'll go on. All right, I think this is fine. We'll just leave it. The main area is going to be like the bird and the nest yet, and I think by adding the outline, actually sewing down these leaves with the orange, that's going to hold it together a little bit more too. I think that's just going to be a nice little touch for that. But let's start this nest. So the nest, I do want to use, I think, primarily this yarn. This is all just from a project that I did ages ago, but the yarn was so pretty that I just wanted to use it. I think without a zigzag stitch, I think maybe the mohair might be a little bit difficult, but we might give it a try. So I think I want to maybe put a little bit of all of this in. So I'm just going to have it near me here. Oh, look at this one. Jeez, it's so pretty. But let's start out with some of these. So I'm going to start off with the longer one. So same thing. I'm going to just I have my bean shape. I'm going to just start at one end and go straight across, and we're just going to keep adding little pieces until this looks like a nest. And actually, I might even cross over this fabric a little bit as if it's sitting in here a little bit more. So maybe I'm going to extend this bean shape. I'm just going to draw it a little bit so I remember. I'm going to bring it a little down further as if, you know, we're kind of just setting in this. It's attached to this little flat piece here almost. So let's actually start there. Let's do one that crosses this way. Yeah, so I think I might just stay at the machine. And I'll trim all these later. So I'm going to just sew one, grab another piece of yarn, start somewhere else, and I'm just going to keep kind of crisscrossing it. I'm going to try and keep it random, and I'm probably going to do the bulk with this yarn, but I do want to pick some of these other yarns here and there. Oh, you could weave the nest. That would be really cute, Nolene. Oh, Robin says I ordered something. Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, so you'll get a mystery gift. So again, just so I mentioned it again, uh, uh, order $20 or more during the live here, and I will send a mystery gift with your order for free. I think we'll start in this direction. And I'll just put it in your order. No need for a code or anything like that. So I'm not going to worry about the edges, like all this excess at all. I'm going to trim all that, like kind of, we're going to just shape that later. I think that's just too much to deal with. And it's going to be easier for me to start stitching with it all out on the edge there. So let's just start there. So I'm just, same thing, I'm just couching over the top of this, which just means I'm sewing over the top. It's going to be a little difficult because I am just using a straight stitch, but if you do have a zigzag, I would suggest that. But as long as I just pay attention here, I think I'll be good. I'm just going to try and sew straight. So I'm just going to keep this straight, and we're going to just sew. And I can kind of just keep moving the yarn a little bit to make sure it's on. I'm trying not to stretch it either because I don't want this to pucker. And the thing is, we're going to be sewing so many other pieces on here too that if I don't get this completely attached, it'll be attached by the end. So I do want to go over this branch a little. Oh, fun! It's going over the branch. Okay, cool. So I think just right like that. Should I back tack? Probably. I'll back tack on these just in case. And I think I better snip these each time too. That's going to be a little bit annoying, but we'll get it. So I'm just going to snip the bottom and the top. All right, so this is basically where we're going to hang out for the rest of the evening here. We'll just be adding little bits of yarn. So I'm going to grab another one of those. And we're going to just kind of crisscross the other way here. It looks cool already though. So I'm going to start this one down here and I'll go all the way to the other side. So I'm just going to kind of rough all this in loosely and then I can decide where I need to fill in a little bit. So we're just going to go randomly for a little and then we'll make some actual decisions after. Oops, I was thinking I was going up a little higher than I did here, but ooh. You feel funny. Why is that? All right, maybe you're fine. So I'm just kind of going to that bean shape. If I go a little over or a little under, that's fine. A little back tack. Okay. Oh, thanks, Patty. Patty says, I love it. So here it's looking for you guys on TikTok so far. Ugh, it's so cute. I think it's turning out really nice. So here's, oh, let me show you guys so far here too above. So we have our two little bits, and you know what? I might as well just come in here and snip these. I'm not even going to snip them all the way at the sewing. I'm going to let them flail out a little bit. Have a little end on there. Snip my threads though a little bit, so they're not annoying. Okay, so that's what we got so far for our nest. It's cute. Okay, I might grab, oh my gosh, you guys, this fuzz from all this yarn is getting to me though. Let's try a different one. Let's try one of these. This is almost like a t-shirt thing. So there, we're gonna add another little bit of texture in there. Let's try and angle it up a little bit more. I'm just gonna back tack still. Ooh, this does not seem like it's going anywhere though. That makes me nervous. Oh, there. Okay, fine.
Ooh, it's having trouble going over the yarn when it bumps into it. That's kind of interesting. I didn't think that would be an issue. So this foot does actually have kind of like a little slit in the middle, which is actually really working well for this. Really well, actually. So that's kind of a nice bonus that I wasn't expecting. All right. When you get to the end, why don't just lay another one, oh, in the other direction without snipping the thread. We'll try that, Amy. I'll do that in the next one since I'm already pulled all the way out here. Sometimes when I do that, it kind of eats the fabric a little bit, so that's what I'm a little worried about, but we'll give it a try. We'll give it a try for this next one. Because that would be ideal. I'm scared of my fabric being eaten up. All right, let's do another one of our original ones here. Go a little bit on our branch. This is actually really guiding this yarn through well. Maybe it was meant for that. This is working really nice, this foot. Okay, so we'll go to about there. And I can actually probably just take some of this piece. I'm just going to snip this right here. And we'll use a little bit of that. So, all right, I'm going to just try and lift up and move because that would be easier. I'm scared. Let's try going right here. Gotta get a little bit more slack. Oop, here's my thread. Get under there. Okay, I think we got it. Ooh, see, this is okay. I think it's working. Okay, good. So I'll have to snip all these later, but that's fine. To not have to snip them beforehand is gonna make it way easier. Next up, let's maybe go from the bottom to the top here. Yeah, let's do one right here. I'm gonna grab, let's try a little mohair one. I'm gonna try this little gray mohair. I'm not sure it'll work because it's so skinny and little, but if I get a couple stitches in there, I think we'll be good. There, how about right here? Oh, I think this might work. Just as long as some of it gets stitched, it'll stay. Whew. Like I said, it is just being guided right in there, which is cool. Okay, that looks good. Alright, we'll do like one more and then we'll take a look at it. I think I need one going kind of all the way across right here. So we'll take a look at it and maybe trim what we got going on here, and I think I'm getting caught underneath on some of these little jumps that I'm doing, so we'll take care of that too. Let's go right there and grab one of our normal ones again. Okay, all the way This is working better than I expected, though, with just the straight stitch, so I'm happy about that. And it's like this foot wants to be doing this almost. So that's lovely, too. All right, let's take it off the machine and trim it up a bit and then see where to go next. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, okay. Do you have any stabilizer under the block? Ooh, gosh, I don't. You're right, though. That would be good. Grandma is asking about stabilizers. That would have been smart. I don't have, you know what? You know why I don't do that is because I just don't have stabilizer in my stash. It's not like something I use a lot, so I should just maybe get some for reasons like this. I'm gonna trim these guys up a little bit. I'm gonna just trim as I go. Make a little pile here. That guy's kind of cute. Trim these little ends. I think that one's okay. And I don't even care that I can see my stitch lines and stuff. I think that's kind of fun. And it's going over the bird a little. Ooh, I may have to scooch those out of the way when I applique the bird down, but that's okay. Get these little jumps out of the way. I definitely want to get the jumps off the back because those are getting caught on the machine underneath. But that's looking pretty cute so far. It definitely needs more, but we'll get to it. Yeah, a stabilizer would have been good. I think, once I press this, I probably won't press it as much, but I did make this a bit smaller than the actual pillow, so I'm hoping that pillow kind of pushes out on it a little bit too. But this is turning out super cute. I am pleasantly surprised at how much I like how this is turning out. Not that I didn't think it'd be fun, but I'm really liking how the colors are working and everything is just really kind of cute together. So there we are so far. I might still consider adding some branches because they can go off to the side and that's fine. We could have one just kind of some suggestions of them just going off. But again, this will be kind of tucked in, so maybe I don't actually even need those. We might not need it. Okay, so here's the nest so far, just so you guys can see where we're at. There we are. Yeah, the nest needs more, so let's just do that. I think we just gotta. I think it's bulk. I think we just gotta keep going at it. Let's add some other fun ones. Look at this. This is silky. This was a fancy project. I do remember this being a super expensive project. My mom and I both got. I should bring this project down next time, but we got Afghan kits to make to knit. I think it was a knit project to knit these cute little blankies where we use all sorts of different yarns, and it was part of the kit, and it was just really textured like this. So I got this pinky orange kit, and my mom got a bluish kit, and then we traded some of it. So I have a little bit of blue in mine. I think just one of the tassels, and mom has one too. But the yarn is so freaking pretty. So I'm happy I'm actually using it in something. All right, I want to go vertical, and let's just go right there. That's where I'm starting. Okay. To the machine. Oh, T-Bird says use freezer paper in a pinch for stabilizer. That's a good idea. I hadn't thought about that. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to do that in the future. It just doesn't occur to me, but you're totally right. That would make this whole thing a lot easier, and it would actually make the pillow kind of nice and stable too. Yeah, you can also, yeah, exactly, Grandma. You can always tear it out after you're done. Yeah. I just need to get it available in my stash. Oops, jeez, wrong way. I forgot to go forward again. Whoops. So that guy's gonna be cut into the bird a little bit more than I wanted, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Let's give it a little tug. There. Couldn't make the leap over something there. Something was getting caught. All right, let's back tack. I think I'm going to trim part of this right away and use this somewhere else. I think we'll just kind of crisscross our way back. Out of there. Yeah, we'll just maybe angle it this way. There we go. Right there. Just going to use the same one in a similar spot. Ooh, yeah. Ah! Okay, Sheen was not happy with that. But I think we're probably still good. That's what I'm saying. It just like, when I just jump like that, it just kind of sucks into the machine. My other machine wouldn't be able to handle that at all, but this old, like, hefty duty one, it can take it. Okay. Next, let's go all the way across. So we'll start here. Yeah, get a little loose. I'm gonna get one of our original ones. I want the bulk of it. I mean, I do want it like a little mishmashy, but I do think, I don't know, having the bulk of it the same yarn, I think that'll just kind of hold it together, hold the design together a little bit visually, but maybe not. Maybe the more different ones I put in, the better. I don't know. I definitely think I need to put some different ones in next, though, because it's maybe looking like a little too much like this. Ooh, that's looking a little too parallel to a different one. I'm going to angle it a little bit. Okay. Actually, I'm going to just use this piece up while I'm here. We'll do an itty bitty one right here. Oh, Gina says even a piece of muslin behind it. Luckily, I don't think it's puckering all that much, so I think I was a little more nervous than I needed to be. But just in general with applique, I don't think that's a bad idea at all. Let's have you go off at this angle. Yeah, right there. To have a little stabilizer on the back, I think that's probably good. Ooh, it is having a tough time going over the other yarn. That's like kind of surprising. I would think that'd be a little bit easy, but I think it just surprises it a little bit. Okay. Next. Okay, I kind of need one to fill in these gaps down here. So let's start here and kind of go straight down, I think. Actually, I think I should have them a little bit more crisscrossy this way. I'm going to try and fill in the gaps more at an angle. I think some of these are just a little too vertical feeling. Let's start here and cut all the way across. Maybe with a fun new one. Let's maybe use a piece of this blue. That'd be fun. So this is the same yarn as this main one that we've been using, just a different color that kind of matches our background a little bit. Okay, all the way across. I think I want to use one of those orange furry ones next. We haven't used one of those yet. Uh-oh. Got off the yarn a little bit, but we're back on, so we should be good. We got about 5 more minutes here, so I think think we'll just go until then and see what we got going on here. Gosh, right here I need a little bit. Yeah, this one was kind of weird. Maybe I shouldn't have gone straight up and down there. So I kind of want to make up for that one by doing a bunch of sideways ones, horizontal ones. Yeah, I want to go straight through there. Let's use this fuzzy dude right here. Oh my god, this one's cool. Ugh, come on. There we go. Ooh, that caught a little bit. I don't think my thread broke though. I think we're good. Yeah, this fuzzy one going right through here. This fuzzy one is actually very thin. It's like the mohair, the actual part that I'm stitching on, but I think because I'm getting tons of these hairs on it, I think we'll get it attached. As long as I'm going on, oh shoot, there we go. Getting some of it, I think it'll stay. I think that one should go out a little further too. Snip it a little bit. I might trim these down more later, but I just want it out of the way. Okay. Just gonna take a quick look upside down. I think I need to fill in a little bit closer to him. So let's do one that's like here and cuts way down. Suppose we'll go over. Nah. All right. Yeah, and I need one to go like down here too. All right, let's get our original. Okay. Actually. I think you need to go over here. Bit off. We're getting there. I'm gonna do one more, I think, and we'll see where we're at. I do think I need to get right down here though. We'll just use that last little piece that I have. Yeah, right there. This is kind of like the bottom of the nest here. Oh shoot. Forgot to go forward. Oh, the threads are getting stuck on the machine. There we go. All right, let's see where we're at, and then I can decide if I want to put more in later. But for tonight, at least, we'll be done for now. And that will be that for the week then, too. So let's take a look. Oh, I lost connection. Did you see I ordered something? I saw you mention that you ordered something, but I haven't checked. I'll check the orders when we're done here, Robin. But thanks so much. I do have, all the orders are time-stamped, so I will know if you ordered during this live. So I definitely, and Robin, I'll remember for sure that you did. So thanks again, you guys. Again, just for a few more minutes here, any order of $20 or more will get a free mystery gift during the live here. All right, I'm just starting out by like snipping all these little bits where we jumped here and there. And then I do want to kind of trim this up a hair. But that's looking kind of cute. Oh, wow, that's a long piece. That's attached still. I'll have to cut all the little bits off of the back. But hey, we totally have a nest started here. So I'm going to snip some of these. I am leaving the tails of them a little bit past the sewing, which I think is kind of cool. But, you know, if it's awkward, then I'm not doing that. Like this guy, I'll snip shorter. And this one a little shorter. Ooh, and he's got a little thread. Kind of like leaving all those little orange thread bits. Oh yeah, you're a little long. Fun. Okay. Oh yeah, you're a little bit much too. This is looking great, you guys. So I think I could probably add a few more. Like I got some darker ones up here. I think maybe I'd even, ooh, oh, I can press that out. I think I might do one dark one across here. So I might play with this a little bit more, but I think for tonight, we'll call it. So let me show you guys on TikTok here. So that's where we are for the front of this. I think that's looking fun. But look how much texture there is and just how much playfulness. I mean, and it feels so great too, like all of it. So this is just going to be great for a pillow because, you know, it's just going to be readily available for people to touch and play with. So, all right, so the parts I need to do yet are stitching around the applique, and I'm going to have to like kind of push these out of the way a little bit. I suppose if I go over them on the front, that's not the end of the world. But I'm going to go around the applique pieces, same with the leaves. And I might go ahead and add a few more branches in here. And then I need to sew a back for this. I think I'm going to do just I was going to do like maybe an envelope pillow case, but I think I might just completely contain the pillow in here. So I'm going to cut just a square of this fabric. The branch fabric is going to be my back fabric. So that is going to be the back, and I'm going to just completely enclose the pillow. So yeah, you know what? I might just putz around and do some of that stuff. How would it look to put batting behind before we sew the leaves and birds? Oh, that'd be cute. So in this case, Linda, I'm not sure you would see much of that because I did fuse these down with that fusible in the whole entire parts. Like if I would have left the centers out of all of these, I think you'd see the poof of some quilting a little bit more. Yeah, I'm just not sure that would be seen all that well. I think I might just leave it as is. But yeah, so I think I'm going to go ahead and sew a little bit more of those in and then sew around these guys, and we will call this project done. So if I do that, I will make sure to share with you guys when we get back here. But yeah, so here again is what it's looking like so far. I think it's really adorable. And so this was just like 2 days of work as well. So I mean, like one or two more sessions with this, and we'll definitely have a full done pillow. So I'm really excited about this. Definitely could do this again. So all right, you guys, and just as a reminder, this is our nest and tweet quilt pattern, and I just took the like applique pieces from it. I did do it backwards on accident, but that's fine. The bird can be backwards, and we're just kind of doing the center part as its own thing here, and it's turning out just so sweet. So all right, you guys. So that's it for tonight. I will be back here next week, Tuesday. So typically I'm here every evening, Monday through Friday, but I'm taking a little bit of time off just to hang out with family. So I hope all of you have a great Memorial Day weekend and everything, and I will see you again on Tuesday. If you're finishing up your orders for that free mystery gift, I'll let it run for a little bit longer tonight, and yeah, I'll get those out tomorrow as well for you guys. So thank you again, and I will see you on Tuesday. Have a lovely evening. Good night.